Hello everybody and welcome back to Tharon. Today I wanted to talk about this film here, Guardians of the Galaxy. And again today the TV in the background is playing Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy. There will be a Let's Play on the gaming channel at some point. Just finished playing it, it's fantastic. But today I wanted to talk about this, Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'm going to put just over here. Still in frame, hopefully. But it's not important. I just wanted to talk about the film. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the most fun films that I've seen in a very long time. I originally, when I saw the trailers for it and stuff, I had this feeling that it was going to be like a guilty pleasure film. Like Jumper. Jumper is generally received, like the reviews and fan opinion of Jumper is that it's bad. But I love that film to death. For so many different reasons, and I felt like Guardians was going to be one of these. I thought it would be the worst Marvel film. I thought it wouldn't make any money, they wouldn't make a sequel, but that I would love it. It's how I feel about Valerian, which is coming out. I feel like it's going to be fantastic, I'm going to fucking adore it, but it's not going to get a sequel. However, Guardians did get a sequel because James Gunn took this concept of sci-fi, comedy, action, blended it all together with different heroes perfectly. Not a lot of directors can merge multiple characters into one film and make it a coherent story. James Gunn is one of those people. And it actually made money because it was actually a fantastic film. So before we go too far into that, I want to discuss some of the things that I didn't like about the film. So for starters, Ronan. Ronan is one of the worst villains in these kind of sci-fi films. When you compare Ronan to Vader and like Alien, I don't know. I'm trying to think of sci-fi villains and I'm drawing a blank now. I'm sorry guys. But I also want to offer constructive criticism because we are moving into the next film. So there are two ways they could have made Ronan better. The first way is the Darth Vader approach. Darth Vader originally in the first film was just in black, scary guy. That was it. That was his character. You could sum up Darth Vader in the first film as just scary bad guy. In the second and third film, he got a lot more depth with the whole father stuff and the whole conflict of his personalities. But at the base level, he was a bad guy. Ronan, they should have just done him like that. Just bad guy. That's it. Or comedy. Like Kingsman had Samuel L. Jackson play a comedic villain. That's the other way. Comedic villain or just a plain bad guy. Now Drax, I feel like Batista, I think is his name, was just not a good actor, you know. They did a good job with the character, but Batista's just not a good actor. Drax kind of brought the cast down, I feel like, in my opinion. Now the good things about that. Gamora in the cast was fantastic, had a great backstory. The kind of backstory that you would say, people say we should make a Black Widow film. They should make a Gamora film. The backstory is very interesting, in my opinion. Rocket kind of stole the show for a lot of people. Not specifically for me. I loved Rocket. I laughed at all of the lines everyone else laughed at. But the real star of the film for me, which when I first saw it, I thought everyone was going to feel this way. But apparently everyone loves Rocket more than they loved Star-Lord. I loved Star-Lord. I loved Chris Pratt. This Guardians of the Galaxy made me go back and watch Parks and Rec, right? Once I found out he was in Parks and Rec, I marathoned like 7 seasons of that. And yes, it was a fantastic show, but I watched it through that first not so good season just because of Chris Pratt. And any episodes he wasn't in, I was like, shit, I don't know if I can keep watching this show. I went and saw Passengers day of release as date, but because Chris Pratt was in it, right? That's the important thing, I think, about this whole film, is that out of this entire thing, it could have been a shit film. I probably still would have enjoyed it just because of Chris Pratt. His delivery, his acting, his personality, on and off camera, just brought the whole thing together for me. And that's why I'm going to go see the second one. All in all, Guardians of the Galaxy was Marvel's answer to Star Wars, which Disney now owns, I feel. It was their high-level sci-fi. It was a fun film. And a lot of people feel like, and I will include a video link in the description where there's this quote from this guy. Guardians of the Galaxy is Marvel's fuck you. We know that you're going to pay for any film here. You want to see the next Iron Man or the Avengers? Well, fuck you. Here is Rocket, here is a raccoon and a tree fighting in space. We know you're going to pay us anyway. We're Marvel. Fuck you. And I do feel like that is a lot of what it was. Marvel was like, you know, we need a film to put in this slot, so let's just make Guardians of the Galaxy. Fuck you. If we ruin the characters, no one cares. But by giving James Gunn this property, they actually created a long-lasting legacy, I feel like. I mean, at the very least, we've got 2 films. And they're going to be in both of the next Avengers films. That's 4 blockbusters. There's a chance Guardians 2 breaks $1 billion. The first one made $750 million. You know, that's like... That's a lot. That's a lot of money for a film like that. I think that's more than a lot of Marvel films. That's more than the original Thor, more than the original Captain America. The sequel will almost definitely break $1 billion. I mean, Pratt's in Passengers now. This has started his career. He's in Passengers. He's in Jurassic World. He is going to be a movie star for many, 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 many years. It's still rumored that he's going to take up the role of Indiana Jones in the 2020 film from Shia LaBeouf. You know, he will be the next Indiana Jones after Harrison Ford dies or gets pulled off like James Bond. And I think that's very possible. But he's at least in Jurassic Worlds, he's in the Lego movies, he's in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, he's in the 2 Avengers movies, he's in Passengers, he was in Magnificent Seven. You know, that's a very big career already. And we've got a Telltale game. You know, the comic book's been revitalized. Guardians of the Galaxy has come back in force because of James Gunn. And I thank you for that. And I thank you for making a memorable 2-hour experience that I have experienced now probably 12 hours of it, 6 times. If you like this video, click up here to subscribe and click up here to watch the previous video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like below and subscribe. As I said, click up here to subscribe. Thank you guys.